Because you can't go to Tuface Idibia and say by force you must continue to love her. If the feeling is gone, you can go and fast and pray if you want to. May I not fast and pray? I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Madam, how much? Did you try them? Are they sweet?
Taste it. Very sweet. You taste it, you buy more than
how much?
This one 5, this one 6. 5 for 500, 6 for 500, 7 for 500.
OTP. So that is 1,000. This is called udara, okay, in Igbo language. It's a Nigerian fruit. I'm not sure if other African countries have it. It's possible they have it, especially West Africa. And in my language, which is the Igbo language, we call it udara. Yoruba, I think it's Yorubas or Bini that call it agbalumo, and it doesn't have an English name. It doesn't have an English name because it's not an English fruit. It doesn't grow anywhere in England or the UK, so it's African, it's Nigerian. And I hate when people try to give everything an English name. Apple is apple. It is apple everywhere you go. So why should we always give our African food and fruits a baptismal name? Why should we give them a foreign name? We shouldn't, because they are not foreign. They don't need English names. They are African, so they have African names, and anyone that cannot pronounce udara can rest. They don't have to try to, you understand, change the name. If you can't pronounce udara or agbalumo, any of the African names that this thing has, leave it alone. Don't westernize it. We don't need a foreign name for an African fruit, okay? Oh. It's in season. I can't explain to you guys. And this one is so chewy, like, you know, the ones that form chewing gum. I already have chewing gum in my mouth. It's yummy. You know the way some of them can be very sour. I like to swallow everything, even though it's like chewy, like a chewing gum. When we were kids, we used to make chewing gum from this just by chewing and chewing. This is the very chewy gummy type. This is so nice. Can you see? The fruit has seeds inside. Sometimes when you're buying it, they will say, "Oh, it's sweet, it's sweet." And be like, "Oh," because everyone tries to avoid the sour ones. Most people want the sweet ones. And when you ask the sellers if it's sweet, I'm very sweaty. But I just put on the AC now. I got home not too long ago. I put on the AC and it's not cool enough yet, but it's cooling down now. And seeds inside. So when you eat them, you see, if I squeeze it, you see the seed. This one is so nice. That's the seed. Can you see the seed? That's the seed there. So there's a way you navigate it. I don't know how to explain it. You put it in your mouth and you chew it in a way that you don't chew the seed, but you kind of extract the flesh. You see the flesh around the seed. You extract it and you just get rid of the seeds. We swallowed this sometimes when we were little, and I think it comes out from the other side. They used to tell us that if you swallow it, it will grow in your stomach. Okay, today's video, let me put this down. So in today's video, or should I finish this for? You know, I'm laughing because I know the Nigerians that live abroad that will write in the comment section and say, Summer, you're wicked. Why are you showing us this? Why are you showing us? That's why I'm laughing. Sorry guys. If you want, come to Nigeria and enjoy it. It's as simple as that. So let me talk about what I want to talk about in today's video. I don't eat and make video, but the fruits can't wait, and I don't think I have the energy to do this video later. Look. So this Annie Idibia, Tuface Idibia, or Annie Macaulay, whatever, if she's going back to her maiden name, I didn't the whole thing has been going on. To be honest, I don't know the whole story, but people are like, Soma, come and say something. Soma, what is your opinion? Did you hear about this? And I'm like, Ogenede. The noise, too much. So isn't it too much? I'm like, the way the thing is hot on social media, Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. And I was like, who died? As in, who died? What is all the hoopla really about? Let's actually be honest about this. A couple that for whatever reason, one person no one do again. Sorry, English. No, one of them doesn't want to be married anymore. Why is it a big deal on the news? I am trying to understand that aspect of it. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, are people this idle? Okay, let me say this. As someone that make content and discuss stuff, and I've always said it, that I always ask myself, what is the lesson to get from it? And all that's true. I always speak about the fact that we can get lessons from it. But I feel like it's being carried a bit too much. What's his name? Tuface. Excuse me, guys. Oh, those of you asking about my natural nail polish is what's it called? Is made of plants. For any of you that don't know, it's made of plants. It's a plant, you grind it and you put the paste on your nails and it turns into nail polish. Well, I'm using it as nail polish. And for those of you that have been asking how is it going, it's still going so well. I don't see me going back to normal regular nail polish anytime soon. Sorry guys, they will say summer goes off on the tangent. I will not remember to talk about it later. So this is still update, it's still okay. The nail polish is still nail polishing now. And I'm like, what is it? They don't want to again. The man doesn't want to marry the wife again, or whatever he's saying. Okay, let me actually say this. Part of me feels like this is clout chasing. I don't know, I may be wrong, but I'm thinking that maybe it's not real. Maybe they just did it to, maybe they just did it. But look, it's working, if that's what it is. So they can be in the news again. I don't think Tuface is that popular as he used to be when we were all younger. You understand? So, but this has put his name back up there now. He's trending. Annie is trending as well. They're all over the news. Everywhere you go, they're talking about Annie, Idibia, what's it called? And I thought to myself, let's be honest. How I feel about it, if this is true, because I'm thinking it's just clout chasing, I may be wrong, but if this is true that they really broke up, and so what? And so what? Let me actually say this. Annie Idibia has not committed a crime. The only thing she's being accused of is carrying a man on her head. It is not a crime. It's not advisable to overdo it. But at the same time, she has not committed a crime. It is not a crime to love a man like say there is no tomorrow. It is not a crime. But unfortunately, life is teaching us every single day. And I will say to women, right? When they say a man is the head man, let the man be the head of a relationship. Let him lead. Mirror his leadership. What I mean by that is this. Let the love, especially in African context, Nigeria, is like women, it's been done in a way that a man becomes the achievement of a woman. That if a woman is not married, she's like not looked as anything. So these women, I'm telling you, it's like, I don't know what to call it, brainwashing, or I don't know what to call it. It's like it's been put into their head that their man is all that they are. I believe that one of the lessons we can learn from it, if their thing is true, is that don't make a man all that you have. Should you love your husband? Yeah. But what I talked about, make sure that he's leading and you follow his lead. Let the love that you are loving him come from the love that he's loving you. Even the Bible that we carry on our heads, the Bible says that Christ first loved the church. Now he first loved us. There's one Igbo song, Oburuzo love me, Daddy Buruzo love me, Chineke Buruzo love me, Jesus Buruzo love me. That God loved us first. Jesus loved us first. That is why we love him. So then the Bible now says that the man is the head. So, and just like Christ is the head of the church, women should know that the love you have for a man, let it come from the love that he has for you. Me, what shocks me, without that speaking English, what did they shock me, as in, what makes me excited about a man is the love that I'm getting from him. When I stop getting that love, I'm sorry, I don't know how to produce what it I don't my own case, you only reap what you sow. For any of you that do not know, I'm running a weight loss program, and there's been amazing results. People coming back with their feedback of the weight loss, and people wonder, how do you eat all of this and you don't get fat? How do you get how do you do it? How do you do that? So I'm gonna share your secret. This is it. Finally, I'm sharing my secret about how I maintain my weight. Should I get up and show you guys? I don't feel like getting up. I don't feel like getting up. That's how relaxed I am. Let me get up and show you guys. What is there to show? Anyways, so this is what I look like. I actually sell these dresses that you see me wearing. I sell these African wears that you see me wearing. I'm approaching 50, mother to adult children, and I made a weight loss program in which I show people what I eat, how I juggle it, and why I'm able to eat. You know, I'm able to eat everything, and I'm still able to maintain my weight. And if you want to sign up for my weight loss program, I'm going to put the link below. And if you want to search it up on the internet yourself, you can search it up, SummerAkuHealthyWeightLoss.com. At the same time, I'm into a lot of things. I run a shortlet. I have a beautiful shortlet in a very nice neighborhood in Lagos. It's not far from the airport, and we can help you arrange transport from the airport as well to bring you to the accommodation. And just to remind you guys, if you want to book. And the biggest thing about my shortlet, as someone that's lived abroad for a very long time, I can say that there is so much I brought in that I didn't see on ground in Nigeria when it comes to shortlets. Their way of setting up shortlet, okay, let me not go into all of that, but if you come, when you come into my shortlet, you see the difference. One of the important things, cleanliness. There's not a single irritating part. You know what I mean? When you enter a property, when you enter an accommodation and everywhere is spotless, you don't feel irritated. You feel so comfortable that you can even walk barefooted around the whole place. You know, I am someone that have OCD, like cleanliness. I have that, so I put that in place in my shortlet. It's one of the best, if not the best, shortlet you're ever going to find yourself. If you want to come, I'm going to put this phone number on the screen. Contact us to make a booking. And don't forget, I sell these clothes, and what's it called, my weight loss program. I'm going to put the details as well. Contact us. And I don't know how to, do you mean you reap what you sow? It's the love that you're giving to me that will reflect back. That is where my own love is coming from. When I stop being loved, stop feeling loved, I will mirror that. It's not even a conscious thing, because naturally what attracts me, what pulls me, is the love that I'm getting. If I'm not getting it anymore, I pull away, because what then is exciting to me? Let me tell you guys something. I believe a lot of women, especially in our culture, men too, but let's speak about our culture. You know, a lot of women should realize this, right? It is your love. Even a man should realize it too, but let's speak about it in this way. Or a man or woman, right? Okay. The beauty of the person you love is based on the love that you have for them. There is, let me tell you, that's why sometimes, you know what they say, no advice woman where they don't advise a woman that is in love, because when a woman is in love, right, the man can have all the flaws in this world, she won't see it. Even the Bible said that love covers multitude of sin. So imagine it now, that love covers the inadequacies of a man, the faults of a man. People will say, do you not? She will be like, so she will not see it. It is your love that beautifies a man. It is your love that makes him odogu. It is your love that puts him up there. The same thing with a woman. It is when you love a woman that you idolize her. But the day, let's say for example, the woman did something, let's say she was unfaithful, if you look at her, you can't be like gorilla for you. Sorry, I'm telling the truth. That the woman that you were crazy about, that you will not, the day she have an affair, you will look at her, she will come be like gorilla for your eye. You know why? Because your love beautified her. When that love begins to fade, the beauty will be gone. The same thing, women need to realize this thing. It is your love that beautifies a man. When you realize that that man does not deserve your love, and you pull your love away, the multitude of sin that has been covered will no longer be covered. You'll be able to see clearly. The scales will fall off your eyes. You'll be surprised. You see women that are married, the man used to snore, it never bothered them. The man used to fart, it doesn't bother them. The man used to, but when that love begin to fade, she will say, hey, they snore, no, they let me sleep. Before, the snoring was like, when the love was there, the snoring was like music to their ears. A man that still loves his wife will come back and she dish him food that is not hot. He'll be like, this food, he will call her and be like, it's too cold, can you microwave it for me for a second? Or he will do it. But when the love is no longer there, they just thought the food is cold, you'll be so angry. But it's the same woman, but the love is going. What I'm saying is this: realize that it is your love that beautifies a man. And the love you have for a man, let it come from the love that you get from him. If he no longer loves you, what are you? This is my stand, though. You may not like it. I never even quote Bible, though. You understand what I'm trying to say? So that is because, let me say something people need to realize. You cannot force love on somebody. A lot of us have been in a situation whereby we don't love somebody and that person loves us, right? And the person's trying to get your attention and you know you don't love them, you don't have feelings for them. If they continue, it begins to irritate you because you don't love this person. That is what it is as well. If this is true, if Idibia, Tuface Idibia no longer loves Annie, you can't force him to keep loving her. My only issue is how people walk away. I always say it, walk away. But the problem is, how do people walk away? Don't destroy somebody in the process of walking away. You don't love him anymore. You don't love her anymore. Walk away quietly. Don't try to damage or destroy them on your way out. Something else I have to say to people, that I don't know how I've been able to perfect these things, where you can decide, say, no, not do again, but you can be good friends. You can learn to no longer be in love with the man, but love him. As in, you don't wish him evil, you wish him well. If it's his birthday and you're invited, you can go there with clean heart, right? You can actually, do you know some people ended up marrying a man that they love, not the man that they are in love with? You know, love is the natural. You can love you. Okay, you have female friends as a woman that you love. They don't become your husbands. You know why? Because it's not a man and woman situation, right? It doesn't end up becoming a marriage. But why do we, typically human beings, you know, because you're a man and a woman, you just like each other as friends. And if you were both men or both women, you would have just been good friends. And you convert it to a marriage. It doesn't really, because they're not the same thing. You cannot be in love with your fellow female friend, typically, you know, or your, what's it called, your fellow male friend. You're just, oh, I love that my friend, he's my ride and die, he's my friend, we'll be friends since we're in primary school. You understand? You know what I mean? So the same way, not every man they are supposed to fall in love with. There are some men you should love as a friend. At the same time, when it ends, the relationship is over, you can continue to be friends. You don't have to be a couple. And if you don't let do, to your tent, O Israel. I'm going to say, let me tell you guys, I don't know the nitty-gritties, and I've not really invested my time into this drama because it doesn't, to be honest, it doesn't excite me, it doesn't interest me. But it's just that it's everywhere. And then people are like, oh, Soma, when are you going to talk about it? I'm like, what is there to talk about? They don't want to do again. Let them be. Because you can't go to Tuface Idibia and say, by force, you must continue to love her. If the feeling is gone, you can go and fast and pray if you want to. May I not fast and pray? I'm sorry. May I not fast and pray for anybody? The person that is mine, I don't believe the person will warrant me needing to fast. You know, what is yours will be yours. That's my belief at the end of the day. So, Annie has not committed any crime. She madly in love and all of that. Maybe you can say with the wrong person. I can say, because let me tell you guys, right? There are men that have, what's it called now? Yeah, there are women and men that have fallen in love and they become each other's mumu. You know when, you know sometimes a man can wind your mumu button, and if you say come, you come, sit, because you don't enter, you understand? He's in charge of your mumu button, right? The same time it happens with women, that a man falls in love with a woman and she can operate him like a, you understand? It's love. But it's amazing when two people begin to be mumu for each other in love. Like they will do anything for each other. They are there, they can press each other's buttons and all of that. When it's working out both ways, but not when it's one way. It can be frustrating. I think one of the major things we should also learn from this, especially young women, you know, that are growing up, learn from this, that don't make a man all that. Let me tell you guys, you know, unfortunately it seems that all Annie Idibia is known for is being married to Tuface. And I think they say she has businesses, she has this, she has that. Unfortunately, she's an actress, she's this. Unfortunately, none of those other things are known about. What everybody knows and say she is the wife of Kini. Don't make a man all that you are. Don't make a man all that you are. Who are you at the end of the day? Man, don't forget you're not conjoined twins. You're not conjoined twins with a man. You understand? You're not conjoined twins. He came this life journey in Ijuwa. He came on his own. You came on your own. Don't let your life. Let me tell you guys, you're married, you love your husband, that's fine. But don't allow, this is an example, a man be all that you're all about. Now when they talk about it, it's almost like Annie is a charity case for waiting because of a fellow human being like her. Why? So I'm not a fan of all this bashing of Tuface Idibia or bashing of Annie, whatever. It has run. If they don't want to do it again, let them go. You let them go their separate ways. It's not the end of the world. Ah, God. You know, they don't want to do it again. Let them go. It's not the end. It's not the end of the world. That's my stand, anyways. You know. Anyways, that's my stand on this whole story. For me, there's no story here. What is the story? What is really the story here? That the man said, do you know how many people that are breaking up every single day in this world? As we're speaking this minute, some people inside the divorce court and did their marriages right now. Do you understand? Another thing I always say to people is that make sure the children don't suffer, because they have no part in the decision of adults. Make sure the children are well looked after, that at the end of the day they don't miss out, to the best of your abilities. You understand? Adults can do their own whatever, but children should not suffer for it. I think that's how I feel about it, to be honest with you guys. I don't know if I missed anything. I have not really read too much into this whole story. All I know is that he said the guy came out and said he's not doing anymore and whatever. Let everybody go. Those that are going to Idibia's page to attack him, or else he's disrespectful, like he came out and said something that maybe derogatory against the I don't want to say ex-wife, against Annie, that people can say, okay, how dare you say that, don't say that, blah. But if a man says he's no longer in love with a woman, and people are saying Annie Idibia is into drugs, she has always been into drugs. If she's been into drugs, not be today, Idibia, no. He must have known before it was not a problem and now the problem. That's another thing. Anyways, that's my stand on this story. As always, whatever your opinions are, please put them in the comment section below. With that, I'm going to say thank you for watching. Until the next time, guys. Bye-bye. Bye.